Brian Intihar, Insomniac Games, creative director.
Brian, talk about what you showed here at E3.
So we showed two things. We showed our Raft demo at the press conference, which showed a lot of villains. And Spider-Man's in trouble. And then obviously we have our open world demo. That's kind of the other piece of this puzzle. It's, obviously we have a main storyline, but we also have a huge, giant city that you can swing around, explore, do a bunch of different activities.
This is the first time the game's been playable to the public, right? So how does that feel as the creative director, see all your hard work, people finally experiencing it?
Unbelievably nerve-wracking, and writing little notes here and there, think as we're close to the line saying, can we tweak this, tweak that before we ship? So, but it's really cool to see people kind of getting their hands on, swinging around, picking up pretty easily, and then when they get into combat to really show the kind of the acrobatics that we were hoping for people to do.
Can you talk about what are the challenges in the combat with making it interactive, but also very cinematic?
It's super hard. I mean, that's all really owe to the combat team about, really letting you blend between gadgets, webs, acrobatics, melee, environment reactions, which add a whole new wrinkle to it. It's just kind of, it's a lot of hard work. I mean, it takes a long time to get to it, and at the same time and then like the finishers feel super cinematic. So it's just trial and error, putting the game in a lot of people's hands and seeing what really works. Because I think the one thing is we want you to feel like, whether you're swinging around, whether you're fighting, we want you to feel like Spider-Man, but also kind of do it in an Insomniac way, where I feel like traversal really takes a lot of cues from what we did with Sunset and build upon that. And then if you look at like the gadgets are very, it's really inspired by Ratchet and what we did, even on Resistance. So kind of taking what you know from Spider-Man, what you take from Insomniac games, and merging them together.
Talk about the demo you showed at the Sony press conference with the Raft demo. That level was huge.
Yeah.
I mean, what are some of the challenges in making sure you have that gorgeous level that you're racing through quickly because you're trying to catch somebody?
So, I mean, our engine is really, really good, and our core team, and obviously from programming and design, even art, how we build the city, it's several times bigger than we did for Sunset. The character moves twice as fast as we did for Sunset, and it's much more of a realistic-looking game compared to the more stylish graphics of Sunset. So it's just getting more time with our engine, getting more time with the PS4, and really understanding what we can do and really pushing it. I think if you look at look at the first party lineup that you saw at the press conference, so many of these developers are pushing the hardware pretty hard compared to what we were a couple years ago, and it's just it's one of the benefits of now we're in in year 4 of X of what this console can do.
We were talking about the Sinister Six before you were getting on, because we're like, they're showing 4 and then 5, and then I Googled and found out that there's like 10 or 12 members of the Sinister Six now.
Yeah. I think one thing that cool thing is we said this is our own unique Spider-Man universe. So, we did that obviously with the suit. The suit's a little different. What Peter does is a little different. Mary Jane's role is different. She now works at the Daily Bugle. Well, let's extend that to our villains and our Sinister Six, and our version of Sinister Six is a little bit different.
So we played the demo and we love it. We also spotted the Avengers Tower. Yeah. Does that confirm that they exist in this universe?
Yeah, I mean, I think we can say this is our Marvel New York. First and foremost, this is going to be a Spider-Man experience. We want to, if we have a tough enough job getting Spider-Man right, I really don't want to worry about the Avengers at this point. But I think part of the fantasy and the wanting is like swinging around New York City and making it feel like New York. So you'll have Avengers Tower. You'll swing by the Sanctum and you see the Eye. You may swing around and see the Wakanda Embassy and stuff like that. And Spider-Man will comment on those buildings when he swings by them. So we want it to not only feel like a New York, but a Marvel New York.
I was desperately looking for the Baxter Building for the 4 logo. Is that in the game?
No, the Baxter Building is not in the game.
Well, at least you confirm so I don't get my hopes up.
Yeah, it's not in the game.
And the last question is a two-parter, and it has nothing to do with the game. Personally, okay. Do you have a favorite villain in the Spider-Man universe and a favorite Spider-Man costume or version of Spider-Man?
Okay, I do. So I would say that the villain I can't tell you because he may be in the game.
You said that last year too. Yeah. Damn it.
Yes. So you can't trick me again. And I would say I really love the Ultimate series because what Brian Michael Bendis did with the Ultimate Spider-Man comics was he took the Spider-Man world and he kind of just twisted it just enough so it felt familiar yet fresh. And it's been a lot of inspiration what we're trying to do here with our own Spider-Man universe. Make it familiar to people who love Spider-Man, but at the same time, like for example, Mary Jane, she's not an actress, she works at the Daily Bugle, Pete's a scientist, just twisting it enough.
And he's a close friend.
Yeah. Like just kind of making it so that yes, if you love Spider-Man, it's got all the things you love about Spider-Man. It's got that DNA, but I'm gonna experience a new story. I'm gonna see these characters in a different light.
When does the game come out? What platforms will it be on?
It'll be September 7th. Thank you. And it will be coming out on PlayStation 4.
Not February 22nd?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah, no. I almost tweeted out we were confirmed we are not coming out February 22nd.